up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I was watching this video clip where Paul Pierce said that women over 30 are cooked, child. And I want to play what he had to say, and I want to know if you agree or disagree with what he had to say. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I want to hear your thoughts on this one, but let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
I'm just tired of these females who cooked after 30. I'm gonna say it like that. Cooked.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, yeah. Yeah. He didn't stutter. I personally would not say that if you're at 30, you're cooked per se. But I think I do agree with, as you get older, those options are more limited, depending on the type of woman that you are. Because if you have a certain mentality in this day and age, it just doesn't fly. It makes you even more cooked because the men aren't looking for those type of women. And most of the women out here, the way they talk, it lets you, it sets a precedence, the type of woman that you are and what you are looking for from a man. And so the reason why I do agree with what he's saying, because of the mentality. If you are a 30, 35, even 40-year-old woman and you look good and you have your stuff together and your mentality is not one of this, I don't need a man, I'm a boss chick, I can do what I want to do, but I expect you to do X, Y, Z. I need you to be the most. I need you to be whole. I need you to make $100,000 or more. I need you to pay all my bills. I need money on the date. I need you to do this, that, pay for everything, do all this. Then yeah, you cooked at that point. Because men are smarter. Men are woke. And as soon as they hear you saying that, they, in their mind, have made up their mind that you're not what they want. They may not tell you, depending on the situation, because if they think that they can capitalize off the situation, then they will. This is the part that women don't like, but it's a fact. If a man can find a way to finesse out of you what he wants, then he will, if he's on that type of time. But it doesn't mean that he's going to take you seriously, because what women don't realize is that men make their mind up about where they place you, where they're going to place you, how they're going to categorize you, what they want from you versus what they don't want from you. See, women are the only ones who think that they can do that, but men are doing it as well. So a man knows if you're just to play with or if you're marriage material. Women don't know that because they are entitled and they only see themselves. So y'all really got to level up. Or stop playing games. Let's continue though.
Guys is over here like, your prime is 25 to 30. Let's keep it 100.
But let me say this. I hear exactly what you're saying, right? I've heard it before. People have said it. Women age like milk, men age like fine wine. I've heard it 1,000 times, right? For me personally, I'm going to say this. Maybe I am cooked. But you know what? I'm cooked and it tastes delicious because I was not given what I needed to give when I was in my 20s. I didn't know my body. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know how to I didn't know how to I didn't know how to throw it back. Now I could do all of those things plus more. I understand.
Hold on. Now hold on. This is why you cooked, sister girl. Who said you needed to know how to throw it back, F and suck and do all that with who? Who you doing that with? See, the problem I think a lot of these women have, they either didn't know, they weren't taught, they didn't realize that throwing it back and sucking and effing and doing all that with these random dudes is why you're in the predicament that you're in now. This is why a lot of these women don't have a husband, because you gave it all up in your prime and didn't realize how important those years were for a husband. Everybody's trying to get outside and have all these experiences without realizing that that's going to have a negative impact on your future. And I don't think they realized it until they got to their 30s and their 40s and the options were not there. And as soon as the men realize who you are and your mentality based on how you moved in your past, in your prime, they want no serious relationship with you. They'll screw you, but they don't really want anything much more. See, to me, women of caliber require certain things. And they're not just going to give themselves to you just willy-nilly. They require a relationship. They require marriage. They require certain things before you can just get with them. And those are typically the women who end up married and having that family and building with a man because they had standards. If you don't have any standards, then you just accepting anything. You can't demand anything if you've never demanded it. If you just accepted anything from a man, then he's going to give you the bare minimum because you never required anything more. In order for a man to have love and respect for you, he has to know that you are a woman of standards and that you have values and morals, and you just don't accept any old thing. But so many women aren't paying attention to that because they've been empowered to think that being promiscuous and they can do just like a man is so important to them. They miss the mark. And then you have a lot of women now in 2025 suffering the consequences of those actions and that mentality, still acting as if they're oblivious to why men aren't taking them seriously. But we're telling you why, but a lot of women are in denial. They don't want to accept that, but you see the outcomes of it. Let's continue.
Who I am as a woman, my emotional maturity is here. And at the end of the day, I know that it feels like there's women who are jaded because they've been with so many men and now they're cooked. I understand that perspective. But personally, for me, I feel so into my bag as a 30-year-old because...
And then after 34, 35, when I cook some food, all right, it's cooked, right? Now I ate some, then it's leftovers. Then I put it in the refrigerator. After so many days, you got to throw it out. You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
Like, how long do Thanksgiving food last after Thanksgiving?
3 days.
How many days we giving it? 3? Then you throw it out. So that means if you cooked at 30, 35, we got to throw it out.
That's funny. But we ain't throwing it out because with all these children, they eat it up. Ain't nothing left after them 3 days. But I get what he's saying. You know, women don't like it, but it's the truth of what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't think it's so much the age in a lot of cases, because I think there are men out there who would date a 30-year-old, but it's the mentality that comes with it. You could definitely find love at 30, 35, 40. I've seen people do it older than that, but it all depends on the type of woman that you are. And you can't just feel and believe that you're that girl and you're everything that a man wants, but somehow men just have been avoiding you for 10 plus years and they've never come to you. The type of man that you want has never approached you and wanted to be with you. But in your mind, you're that girl and you got all these good qualities, but for some reason, men just keep walking past you. So if that is happening to you, you have to reevaluate what you think about yourself. And if you are really that girl for a man, the man that you would like, you could be that girl all day to yourself. But are you that girl to the man that you want? Can you approach a man that you like and he see that you're that girl and he really take you seriously and then y'all end up husband and wife? Is that possible? And if it's not happening, then you need to reevaluate yourself and figure out what you need to change, because more than likely it's not him, it's you. So listen, I want to know your thoughts on this video. Y'all comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. Chime in. I want to hear your thoughts on this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.